Welcome back to DC Silver Age Storytime, and today's story comes from Adventure Comics, number 380, published in May 1969, with story by Jim Shooter and art by Win Mortimer. But you don't need to be funny. You're pretty. Even if your power were useless, which it isn't, you'd be needed to give this outfit some class. Why, thank you. Actually, I can think of plenty of times your power to split into two girls has saved the day. But let's cut the chit-chat. Our fearless leader's back. I don't think his pep talk is helpful. I found some coal for the fire, Kaz. This place is loaded with minerals. Fine, take it inside. And oops, I forgot to make a door, so Ultra Boy just punches his way in. I'll ignite the coal there. Should be toasty warm in here before long. I hope so. Brr. Order. Quiet. Let's try to have an organized meeting. Take over, kid. To get off this planet, we'll need a spaceship. And we'll have to build it from scratch. I'm no Brainiac 5, but I am a scientist. So here's my plan, and I guess he knows how to make an intergalactic spaceship. Look at the diagram on this slate. Working together, we can make such a ship in a short time. It won't be a luxury star cruiser, but it should get us home. Are you game? Sure, it's better than sitting around and crying. I don't fancy doing a Robinson Crusoe bit, waiting years to be rescued. So Ultra Boy asks Bouncing Boy to go out and find some necessary minerals, and he finds a reddish color rock that is iron ore. Yep, it's the real thing. Bouncing Boy to Fearless Leader, get a fix with your wrist communicator and zoom out here for some iron. So he arrives in 3 seconds, and now he wants copper, aluminum, and magnesium. It's yours, son boy. That's all the pit we dug will hold. Right, stand back while I play blast furnace and refine this iron ore. Okay, Kaz, take it. Stand by to give directions. Cosmic Boy using his magnetic power to lift a glob of molten iron. Now he's altering the lines of force, shaping the metal into a rib for the ship. About 2 inches narrower, Kaz. Okay, Bright Boy, this isn't easy, you know. How's it coming, boys? Nearly done. How about you, DD? Finished. The two of me handled it double quick. I found a spring and bottled enough water. I also discovered some rabbit-like creatures and provided meat. I smoked and salted the rest. She's very useful. So Ultra Boy just grabs the spaceship and throws it in the air. The engine we made isn't powerful enough for takeoffs. It'll be used for steering and acceleration. The blast off is my job. So at least they didn't have a ship that's powerful enough to reach escape velocity. Ugh, it's taken nearly all my strength to hurl the ship and give it the final surge it'll need for escape velocity. Now all I have to do is get aboard before it reaches space. Here goes, at super speed, but since I can only use one power at a time, I'll have to reach this ship before it leaves the world's atmosphere. If I switch to invulnerability, I'll never catch the ship, so he does make it. We need more speed. It'll take forever to cross the galaxy at this rate. Don't look at me, I'm bushed. How about Light Lass? I'll help. I'll make this ship weightless, instantly cut the effect of gravity. Wow, we're suddenly speeding as if we were shot from a gun. Faster than a speeding bullet, huh? Now, with our engine, we should be able to make warp... so I guess they do have warp speed. Okay. Tell me, Joe. Okay, I don't care about this. He's telling how he made the light bulb. I see a group of stars that looks familiar. Maybe the vicinity of Earth's system, but I can't be sure. I've never seen it from this angle before. Still, with no instruments, we'll have to sight steer... head 7.6 degrees. Say, Joe, what's that planet over there? Planet? I don't remember seeing any planets nearby when I was checking our course. It's a meteor, a whopper, coming right at us. My ultra speed will get me out of the ship so fast the air doesn't have time to escape. There. Now I switch to invulnerability to protect me from airless space while I head for that rock. Since I can only use one power at a time, I'll need my flight ring. So he smashes the rock, but in shattering it, the pieces damage the ship badly, so they will have to make an emergency landing. Air at last. I could switch to ultra strength and land this blast buggy. If I could find a place that is... This whole world is covered with water. Only a few islands jut up here and there. Here goes. I'll have to land with pinpoint accuracy to avoid damaging the ship even more. One slip and our odyssey ends here and now. Easy does it. And so, as Ultra Boy bears the craft in for a landing, we take a brief pause, after which we'll return with part 2. Some islands No more than rocks jutting out of the sea. Oh, well. Let's hurry with the repairs. This place has an eerie feeling. I'll weld the hull brakes. It's going to be slow work, though, without tools. I'll straighten the bent beam with my supermagnetism. What I wouldn't give for a Legion cruiser instead of... Hey, look over there. And he spots one Legion cruiser, so they all head out, which he says is about a mile away, although it looked pretty close. Here's the island, but where's the ship? It's gone, but it was right here. Well, it's not here now. Thanks, but I'd already figured that out. So then they spot Superboy, and Duo Damsel rushes off to see him. Catch her, Bouncing Boy. There's a storm building. We must get the repairs done and get out of here. I'll go after her, Dee Dee. Hold up. Where are they? I can't see them. Can't you see them with your Penetravision, you boy? Hold on. Over there. I see her without Penetravision. Let's get her. No, it's probably another mirage, a ploy by some evil intelligence on this world to lure us all to our deaths in this storm. Our best bet is to head back to the ship and hope. All right, but hurry. In a few minutes, the storm will be too bad to risk flying. Well, he is Ultra Boy. So he finds Duo Damsel. He never was... Superboy isn't here. He never was. You saw an illusion intended to lure you into danger. Now the wind's too strong to use our flight rings. And if the waves get any higher, we'll be swept off this rock and drowned. Oh, Chuck, I was so foolish to fly out here. You shouldn't have come after me. The waves are surging over the island. I'm afraid we've had it, honey. Where's your flight rings? But a whirlpool forms around them, protecting them. But how could this happen? Who knows? But we're safe for now. The storm is showing signs of slackening. It should be over by morning. As soon as it's light, we'll try to find our way back. Maybe the others can make some sense of it. So they do return later. Bouncing Boy, we were just about to start a search, though we'd almost given up for lost. What happened? So they explain what happened. Then Ultra Boy has a plan. Cosmic Boy helped me find enough metal to make this super cable. Now it's up to me to swing the ship and slowly accelerate it till it approaches hyperlight velocity. Then, if Invisible Kid's calculations are correct, it should crash the dimensional barrier, so now I've got to follow it in. I mustn't let go of the cable. I'm in. The strain is terrific, but our journey should only take 5 seconds in this continuum. I must hold out. We made it, Earth. Now I can re-enter the ship at super speed. This is all highly unlikely. Unregistered spaceship to Science Police, where Legionnaires request landing permission. Permission denied. The real Legionnaires warned us about you phonies. Phonies? But surely you recognize the wavelength of our wrist communicator. Sure, you stole them. The genuine superheroes are on Earth. Stay there till a police cruiser can take you in tow. Disobey and we'll blast you. What is this, you boy? What's going on? I don't know, but I intend to find out. I'll check our headquarters with my Penetravision. Great space, Superboy. He's with Mon-El and doubles of us. Suddenly, great bolides? What happened? What's going on? A fantastic ray blast, killing everyone in the clubhouse. They're all dead. No, Superboy and Mon-El are fine, and the rest were robots. Attention, unregistered craft. You have just been given landing clearance at Legion headquarters. It's Soupy, all right, alive, with Mon-El and the Super Pets. What gives? Simmer down, boss man. We just had to pull a little hoax to save your necks. Dream Girl warned me of a fantastic threat, one that you'd never have believed. Why? Why wouldn't they have believed? So I used the energy of my X-ray vision to register danger on the envirometer, KO'd you all with a stun bomb, and wished you to that alien world. The monster was a hollow mock-up with fake kryptonite teeth operated from inside by Crypto, my superdog. The meteor was kicked your way by Comet, the superhorse. He made sure no one was injured by it, though. The illusions, including the Legion ship, were Prody, using his shape-changing power. Streaky, the supercat, whisked him away before you got to him. Finally, the whirlpool that saved Duo Damsel and Bouncing Boy was whipped up by Beppo, the supermonkey, swimming at super speed. But what were you protecting us from? Dream Girl said you'd been threatened by an evil old man in a sailboat who would turn the wind against you. A sailboat? This is 2969. I knew you wouldn't believe it. That's why Mon and I arranged to be the only Legionnaires here. Well, for a while we're invulnerable, and that ray blast hit the place all right. Meanwhile, on the surface of the sun, a mighty vessel skims the dense molten matter driven by the solar winds which drive a thermoplastic sail. Checking the hull again. Don't worry, 10,000 degrees is nothing to Inertron. Bah, I'm nervous. Use the scanner, Arlurk. See if they're really dead. Of course they're dead. Nothing can withstand our death ray, except Superboy and Mon-El. Now that we've learned to tap the power of the solar winds. Solar wind. Fine. But why must we sail that blasted ship on this accursed sun to tap it? I hate this. A few inches of Inertron between me and 10,000 degrees. Fool, this is the safest place possible. We're here to conquer, not to be picked up by nosy space patrol. And we're succeeding, so shut up, calm down, and drink to the fact that we've overcome our first obstacle, the Legion. I'm still nervous. Guess what, fella? You have a reason to shiver in your shoes. Oh, no. We traced your ray blast and used our new experimental teleporter to get here. I knew it. I just knew they weren't dead. You might as well surrender. That weapon won't harm us. I know it. I'm not stupid. I realize it's pointless to fight now. But we failed. Now we must pay the price for our failure, for our crimes. If you will, and if you don't mind, I'd rather do the job myself. No, wait. We're not going to. Too late. What do you think, kid? Clearly would-be conquerors, maybe from another universe, and obviously uninformed about what we do with captives. Right. He expected death anyway, so he turned his weapon on himself and his partner. Well, this certainly has to go down as one of our strangest cases. But at least Earth is safe now. For the time being, yes. But who knows what will pop up next. This was a frustrating story. It doesn't make any sense at all. Nothing in this story makes sense. I think there is an interesting concept that could have been, but I don't know why they wouldn't trust Dream Girl's dream. I don't know why Superboy had the Legion of Super Pets go through all that like weirdness. Nothing makes sense in this story.